You cannot do it on your own. You need the power of the Holy Spirit in helping to discern and know who would greatly be of benefit to you as your prospective spouse. You need to know what you want. Most people don't know or have an idea of what they want in a relationship. Most people don't even understand their function in a relationship. This means that they have not taken enough time to sit down and understand the basics of a relationship or marriage. This explains why some people might be good, caring and loving, but yet they cannot be in a relationship because they don't understand the requirements needed of them. There is a need for them to be educated and to know so many things concerning getting into a relationship or a marriage. You also must have a list of what you want in a spouse, no matter what. There must be a careful effort. Know what you want so that you can get what you would benefit with the help of God. There should be those things that you desire in a spouse that should be realistic enough to make you have a lasting relationship with that partner. This is why you need to exercise patience and get to know if the person that you're dating is right for you. Even if that person has godly attributes, you need to understand if you're compatible with each other. All these are a list of things you need to write down and plan accordingly to get the right person for you. Don't allow friends, family, or society to decide for you. Allowing society to dictate who your spouse is, from friends, family, or even the Church of God, has made so many people fall victim to getting into the wrong marriage. This is because they generally assume that this set of people will introduce them to the right without actually doing their homework and getting to know their spouse for themselves. It has now become a norm that young people want to choose a partner or a spouse that appeals to what society would say. Many consider their family preferences over theirs, while others want their spouse to approve of whom they choose. As long as their family and friends approve, then they're good to go. This mentality only helps in creating problems in the future that family and friends would not be able to help in the future. There is also the pressure of society on the young women of marriageable age to get married as soon as possible, thinking of other things that could affect the relationship. This makes society present candidates that they feel are all right, and so many young men and women are forced to pick from whatever pool of options they have, no matter how poorly matched they might be to those candidates. It's okay for society and people such as family and friends to introduce someone who might likely be your life partner, but you must know that to make that final decision lies with you and God. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 22 says, "There is a way seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death." Society might pressure you to take decisions, but ultimately the right decisions should be made by you. You and your spouse must be financially compatible. There are so many marriages that ended as a result of a poor financial decision made by a partner or a spouse. How do you view money? Spend money? Save money? What are your goals, expectations, and habits? How do you feel about debt? How much debt do you each have currently? How will that impact your marital life? Is a huge source of stress in a relationship. So it's not just marrying someone obedient, but someone who has a financial understanding and a compatibility on how you spend and invest. Knowing your prospective spouses and financial capability goes a long way in helping you decide if such a person is right for you. You must at all times. How willing is your spouse ready to sacrifice to the cause? You know your partner is the right one to marry when you love them and willing to make sacrifices for their happiness. They are willing to make sacrifices for your happiness. They are willing to sacrifice their own needs and want in wanting to be committed to you. Many marriages out there failed not because the partner had ulterior motives such as cheating or having extramarital affairs. However, they were not able to fully give themselves to be committed to the relationship. Some were more committed to other things, such as their jobs and careers. These are all factors to consider before getting that partner or spouse. How is their career to them? Do they place it above the relationship? Are they willing to sacrifice or move on with you, for example to another city or a place, when there is a major promotion or an opportunity? There is a need to know all of this before committing to a partner, no matter how good or right be or look. You are compatible with each other's values and beliefs. Understanding of how you both view each other's beliefs, core values, politics, religion, and values. It's possible that people's views on these things change over time, and this can get extreme as they grow old. That's why you need to be with someone who understands your beliefs and at least aligns with theirs. You don't want to be in a situation where, when you have kids, then there would be issues as to whom they should follow concerning their beliefs and religion. This is why you must marry the right person who is not only compatible with your views concerning different areas of life, but also shares them with you. How you both view sex and fidelity matters. This is important in getting to meet the right person. As a child of God, you're not allowed to engage in premarital sex. But talking about your sexual drive and pleasure with your partner goes a long way in determining how you and your spouse view sex and how you would both be comfortable with it. Not having a good sex life will destroy the marriage because there would be no sexual intimacy of any sort. Discuss your boundaries thoroughly. Think about anything that's bothering you in this area because it will not change when you get married. People have this idea that their partner will fully commit to them and stop any wandering or flirting once married, but that's rarely the case. People are who they are. Decide if they can live with who your partner is and if you're compatible with their sexy urge and desire. In conclusion, it's not just about meeting someone of good attitude or character to be a spouse. What matters the most is getting to know if such a person has the required temperament and compatibility to meet yours. This explains why two criminal-minded people can have a long-lasting relationship. You need to take into consideration that this is someone who would be a partner in decisions such as parenting, financial management, and influence on your children. This is someone who would be your eating companion, your travel companion for about 100 vacations, your primary leisure time and retirement friend, your career therapist, and someone whose voice you'll hear about so many times in a day. This means you are choosing someone who will be your all in all for the rest of your days till death part you.